me on game a long time ago, and I didn't think I believed him because he used to try to school me. I had male friends galore.
Mm.
And I would always be like, God, it's just a homie, like me, being stupid. And my husband would always be like, Alicia, niggas will be your friends forever. Forever. On the slight chance, on a drunk night, on a night me and you are beefing, on like I did not believe him until I really got hit with facts. And it had to happen for me to be like, oh, okay. He was right. Y'all really will play y'all will really play the big brother role to the T. But women will do it too, to a certain extent. I've had plenty of homegirls be the sister. I was the sister, at some point. Like women will do it too, but I think for men will really bide their time forever. They really will. And it's not to say that they won't go get involved with A, B, and C in the process, but they will bide their time forever until the appropriate time comes for y'all to make the kill shot. And then then it's like, Dad, you waited 17 years for this nigga? Yup.
I don't respect it. I'll tell y'all something that one of my brothers, that's my man, that's my dog. He told me years back when we used to just ran bunks in college doing nothing more than just things that we weren't supposed to be doing. And there was a young lady that came up and we gravitated, and I was just like, yeah, little, because she used to call me big bro, so I'd be like, all right, little sis, you know what I mean? I would just go along with the context, And then one day we was just kicking pigeon to each other. Like, for those who don't know, it's just like broken language in African dialect, and broken English, I should say, in African dialect. And he was basically letting me know, he was like, yo, why you keep calling it your sister? And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? And like, people drunk or whatnot, if you're not African or if you're not like attuned to it, you're not gonna hear what we're saying. So I'm just like,
I'm gonna advise against the accent, Jetty, because there's some women in here that I know are gonna slide in my DMs after this live. Spare your sister, your real sister. Spare your sister. Please and thank you. Give it to us the full English version.
I got you. So I was like, what you mean? Like, this is my sister. He put it into context for me. I think that's something that a lot of men lack. Like, accountability partners in their actual circle, because when he told me, he was like, yeah, that's your sister, you attracted to her? And I'm like, yeah. It was like, so you would do that to your sister? And it made me sit and think, and I'm like, oh,
incest.
Oh,
like that's really what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, she can't be my sister, period, if that's the case, because I shouldn't have that type of zeal towards
for your sister. Facts. Imperial said, so do you think that men and women can't have fully platonic relationships? That is a really good question. I think it's not impossible, but I do think it's rare. Out of the entirety of my male friendships that I've had to this day, I've maybe had 3 that at some point did not try on some level to smash.
Right.
And we were able to shift the relationship. Things changed a bit because I got married, so there's distance between us anyway. In order for friendships to stay platonic, you can't be daydreaming about it. You can't be playing the, man, what would happen if we just, because once you plant that seed, it has the potential to grow exponentially. So you really have to be rigorous, but I'm also a fan of using discernment and not putting yourself in situations where it's even going to be a problem.
Right.
So I used to have a homie that we all lived in the same house. We would sleep in the same bed together. I wasn't thinking of it like it was anything wrong because he was like my brother and I would not sleep with my brother. But in his mind, sister was only entitled, just like you said, and he had no problem trying to make that move. And, I was upset about how everything played out. But then as he ran it back for me, well, you did this and you did that and you got undressed in front of me on this date. And, I'm thinking it's not a big deal because you like fam. But in his mind, it was something totally different. So I really feel like in order for your opposite sex or same sex in some situations, friendships to remain that way, you really have to put boundaries in place. Yeah. Because once those boundaries get blurred, it gets real sketchy.
You have to